camera rolling, and...
Hello, my name's Ray Wookey and we're Energize e-bikes, and we have two stores. We have a store in Coulston, which is in South London, and we also have a store in Tunbridge Wells. I thought I would just share with you some of the misunderstandings that we hear from customers in relation to e-bikes. The first is that people think that the e-bike is a sort of throttle thing, that it's just like an electric moped, in that they just sit and turn a throttle and they just get transported from one place to another. That sort of used to be the case, but now legally it's impossible for us to sell bikes, or illegal to sell bikes that are throttle only operated, and therefore the throttles that are in existence will take you up to 5 miles an hour, and then from that moment you have to pedal the bike. So in other words, these still continue to be pedal bikes. That's the first. The second is, people stand there and they say, I haven't ridden a bike for ages. Well, people say you'll never forget riding a bike, and it's true, you don't. And even people that are quite senior in years, they climb on a bike having not ridden a bike for 20, 30, 40 years. They'll climb on the bike and they'll set off very happily, and the e-assist enables them to do that by giving them greater power on takeoff, so you don't have to wobble as you take the first few pedal strokes. The next thing is that people say to us, and occasionally this happens for me when I have to declare, much to my wife's horror, that I sell e-bikes, and people zone in on that because they're intrigued. And then they say to me, it's cheating, isn't it? And you know what? I say to them, do you cycle? Well, I haven't for a while. Possibly the person I'm speaking to is just a little bit overweight. And you say, do you cycle? And they say, well, not really. I've had a dodgy knee, whatever. And it transpires that they haven't cycled for 5, 10, 15 years. And that really annoys me, in that they say to me, oh, you're cheating, as I'm sitting on a bike cycling, and yet they're not cycling at all, climbing in a car, getting a bus. It's not cheating. It enables people that otherwise wouldn't be able to cycle to crack on and do it. Lastly, I'd like to just mention that I had planned to travel from Land's End to John O'Groats in May 2020, and that sadly has been postponed. And that means travelling 72 miles a day for 14 days and travelling 1,008 miles, I think it is. I'm 71, and an e-bike hopefully will enable me to do that. I probably wouldn't be able to do it, although in fairness I do actually ride a conventional bike, and I enjoy riding a conventional sports bike because it makes a change and it's different for me and it gives me a greater level of exercise. So please consider buying an e-bike. Don't misunderstand. Come and talk to us at Energize, because we think that we can demystify the process, and we think we can put and help people to make the right decision, because that's important. So thanks for listening to me, and hopefully I'll see you out and about, cycling safely and enjoying cycling for many more years.